2 days of peace talks in Astana produced a commitment to salvage Syria's fragile truce and fight terrorism. Russia, Turkey and Iran have agreed to form a trilateral commission to monitor and ensure compliance with the ceasefire between Syria's warring parties and jointly fight ISIL and Al-Nusra, two terrorist groups in the country. Yet some aspects of the agreement kept the Syrian government and opposition groups from fully endorsing it.
Well, the communiqué was not signed by either party. It does mark the first time that Russia, Turkey and Iran have come together on the issue of Syria, promising to flex their influence in order to maintain enough peace across Syria to bring both parties back to the negotiating table.
The communiqué also marks the first time rebel fighters have been invited to join peace talks in Geneva. But the opposition says it has reservations, denouncing Iran's role and distrusting the governments.
We will see in 7 days for sure if the regime will keep violating the ceasefire or the militias, because now the areas under besieged is mainly besieged. Most of the forces are Iranian-backed militias. So we are waiting to see what will happen on the ground.
Meanwhile, the Syrian government declared the talks a success, yet vowed the army would continue its advance on the Wadi Barada Valley, accusing rebels there of poisoning the main water supply for Damascus.
As long as there are terrorists depriving 7 million people in the capital of Damascus from drinking water, the army will continue the operations.
The communiqué is void of details, such as how the ceasefire will be enforced or how to provide humanitarian aid. Only 14 of Syria's more than 1,000 rebel groups were represented here in Astana, and some, such as Syria's Kurdish PYD, who are fighting Turkish and Russian military forces in the north of the country, say they are not bound by any outcome of these talks.
They have to make their choice today. Either they will continue this war, untenable war, or they will decide to join a political track. Because starting today, we will talk about groups who attend Astana and groups who didn't attend Astana. Now we have a momentum, let's say, which is Astana and a commitment.
But for these talks to prove effective on the ground, Russia, Turkey and Iran have a lot of work to do before both sides meet again in Geneva in about 2 weeks. Natalie Carney for CGTN in Astana, Kazakhstan.